Since it achieved independence in 1947, India has experienced decades of extraordinary change that has transformed the country into the world's largest democracy and a global capitalist powerhouse. With an estimated population of over 1.3 billion, India is second only to China as the most populous country on Earth. And it is predicted that it will have overtaken its closest rival within 20 years. In 2016, the country was the first to pass 1 billion mobile phone subscribers, with 220 million smartphone users in the country. While modern-day India still has a largely rural population, nearly 60% of whom still depend on agriculture as their primary source of income, it is becoming increasingly urbanized. Poverty and illiteracy rates outside the cities remain stubbornly high, with more than a third of rural residents still unable to read and write. India is now home to some of the biggest cities in the world. 3 of these cities, Kolkata, Mumbai and Delhi, are in the world's top 10 megacities. And the biggest of all is Delhi. The population of the Delhi urban agglomeration is now around 22 million and still growing at a rate of 3% annually. The city is made up of 11 districts, one of which, New Delhi, has been the capital of India for nearly 100 years. Delhi is a fascinating illustration of the dramatic transformation that India has experienced over the last century. While there had been ancient settlements on the site of today's Delhi for centuries, the foundation stone for the modern city was laid during the time of the British colonial rule. The British decision to relocate the capital of India from Calcutta on the east coast to Delhi was announced at the Delhi Durbar of December 1911. The Durbar was a huge assembly held to mark the succession of the Emperor of India. George V had been crowned as the new British monarch just a few months earlier, and as such, officially became the new emperor. He and his wife, Queen Mary, came to Delhi for the ceremony, where the ruling princes and landed gentry from across India had to pledge their allegiance to the British crown. The Durbar illustrated the extraordinary wealth and excesses of the British Raj. Delhi was finally inaugurated as the capital city in 1931. The new city was planned by the British architect Edwin Lutyens. One of his most famous buildings was the Viceroy's House, an enormous and decadent 340-room mansion complex and estate at the heart of the city, which took 17 years to construct and cost an absolute fortune. Today, it is the official home of the President of India and has been renamed the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the President's House. The building looks down on the India Gate, also designed by Lutyens, which commemorates the tens of thousands of Indian soldiers who died fighting for the British in the First World War. The rate of expansion of Delhi has rocketed in recent years and has taken its toll on what was a carefully planned city. Striking a balance between preserving the architecture of what is unquestionably a problematic past and finding room to accommodate a rapidly growing population is not easy. And the lead up to Delhi's hosting of the 2010 Commonwealth Games brought a boom in construction across the city. As a result, many of Lutyens' original buildings have been destroyed to make way for new developments. Not only that, but thousands of trees that were planted during the construction of the city in the 1920s have also been removed, exacerbating the serious air pollution that has escalated recently and now plagues the city. Delhi is a city with a long and unique history, and hopefully, by the time India becomes the most populous country on Earth, Delhi will have reconciled itself to its colonial past and will be growing and changing thoughtfully to meet the needs of all of its residents, ensuring a bright future for this remarkable city.